inserting data into a Python pandas data frame. In other words, adding some more rows to a data frame that already has some data in it. So we're appending, if you like, new rows, and we're writing new rows. So the first thing to do here then is to bring in pandas and the data frame that we are interested in. So inside VS Code, a new file, Python, and a new cell. Here we import pandas first, and then we will bring in the CSV into our data frame. And now have a look at the data frame using df, and we see that it has 3,000 rows. The index starting from 0, so it's 2999 at the end. Then what we will do is, having checked out what's in the data frame briefly, this is the code to append or add or insert a new row into this data frame. So the way to do this is to have the location. So this is the maximum location index here, and then we have to make it the next one, so it's 3000, and then we have to put in the data that we are looking for in a series, and these are the column names along here, and I've separated it out with new lines for each column that we are inserting, and this is the data that pertains to each column. So if I were to run this and then have a look at what has been produced, you'll see that it has appended, or it's created a new row here at the bottom with the data that I specified in here. Now, if I were to write another row, I can do that using this. Same code, but for the next row that I want to write in, I have to put in a new index, the next increment of the index. That is going to be 3001 this time. Slightly amending the data to start with 3s instead. And then you'll see when I run that, and then I have a look at that, and I see I've put in a new row here. So what if I were to put in the same index here? Well, then that would just overwrite the previous row. So if I were to do that, I can show you what would happen, because it would just overwrite, and it will be 2 rows of 300s. But I don't want that, so I want to correct that and put it back. Put this back to 1, and I will just rerun this, and that will rewrite all of the correct data that I previously put in. And that's how you write a new row into a pandas data frame.